people try to fight me, I'd be like, but I'd be like behind, front, choo, choo, choo. They would never catch me.
Ranch.
Yes. With
I'm
some cheese melted on top. Ranch.
Don't you? Do I have one? Oh, I think I did. Edit that thing out.
No, keep that in.
Dang. And I'm tired of you not having one.
Caleb, no.
It's going to be interesting to see somebody be mad and happy at the same time. You ready? Let's get it. Absolutely not. Oh boy.
All right, folks, welcome back. As you can tell, we are back on set in our normal location.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were in a new spot last week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a couple really cool guests on. Taylor, Michaela, Mariah.
Thank you to those beautiful individuals that joined us.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Great episode.
We got to talk about dating, which I felt like I had no clue. I haven't dated besides my wife.
You got to date your spouse, folks.
That's true. You do. And I feel like do you feel like that gets left to the wayside for you?
I just rolled my eyes, but yes, it does.
Well, actually, good question, because I know the tangent. But before you had your baby, you guys used to do like
monthly date.
Has that continued since Gabe?
Emily has kept it up. I have fallen off.
You guys are every other month,
Every
right?
other month. So every other month on my month, we wouldn't do anything. Like we would. As soon as he was born, like I just forgot to like do it.
Date her.
I forgot to date my spouse.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Kids do that. It's ridiculous. But I actually would. It's funny because there's so many things before you became a parent that you said, oh, I'll never be like that. I'll never do that. And I've seen you do some of those things, and it's not like bad things. But
no, what's one of the things?
You put me on the spot now.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing that I did say that I would do. I'm pretty sure I said I would never like post my kid on social media.
Well, you did say that, yes.
And he is all over that bad boy.
Yeah. But you also said you ain't slowing down for your kids, especially like in regards to wedding band gigs.
I slowed down before he got here.
In preparation.
Nope. It had nothing to do with that. My wife got mad and said, you work too much. Slow down.
We've been telling you that for years.
Nah.
So you started a podcast. Hey, what's the comments from the past episodes? Why don't you
comments from past episodes. Before we get into those, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. First of all, for those of you that do, thank you so much. It really helps my ego. It truly makes my day. When I see people sharing the podcast, when I see people liking it, commenting, people text me and say, hey, I love this episode or whatever. Even the not so great comments, I like them all. I really do.
Do you find yourself when an episode comes out, like checking every hour?
I don't check every hour, but I check very often. Yeah. There was a comment that came up. It was when Brinkley was on the podcast. Delete this if I already shared this on the podcast, but it was a clip of us talking about something, and the comment had nothing to do with what we were talking about. The comment was, and I hate that I'm about to call this out because it's going to draw attention to it. The comment was, "What's up with dude's eyebrow?" And they were talking about my eyebrows because like they kind of stopped.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And I'm about to. Oh god, it's going to bring so much attention to my eyebrows now. But anyway,
is there something wrong with your eyebrows?
Thank you. They fade off like halfway. I have my mother's eyebrows, and they've always been like this.
They just do the tattoo ones. What's those called?
I'm not changing my appearance. No, but yeah, so like, even that comment, hurtful, but still, I was like, whatever, it doesn't matter.
I mean, hey,
more of onto good comments though. Demont Collins said, "Boy, answer the question." Had me cracking up. I don't know what question I was asking you, but you be taking a minute to answer a question.
Because a question can be taken multiple different ways, and I need to know the context in which you're
I just need you to pick one context and then take it that way.
That may not be my final answer.
Run with it, and then if I need more from you, I will.
I'm trying to win the million, okay? I don't just, guess the answer.
Yeah, so I think this comment comes from Mel J. Steven, or Melissa J. Steve. Mel J. Steven. I think us crayon folks can band together with the crayon people and defeat the crown people. Let me tell you something. The crayon people will proudly stand alone. Both of you lunatics that are pronouncing crayons, crowns, and crayons.
It's crowns. What I think I loved is that it did spark a debate in the comments.
Yeah.
From every side. But I love.
I hate that you had support.
I know. I loved that I had support. I was like, and it was instantly too. And I was like, those are my people.
And your wife is on the other side of that going crayons.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's wrong.
Like, okay. Did you not grow up with, you know what comment sent me off the hill?
This is the Hooked on Phonics one?
No, that one, I didn't care about that one. The one that sent me off was, how does he pronounce Crayola? Well, yeah. And you said Crownzola, and I laughed.
Oh, that's funny. I normally don't make you laugh, so that's good.
Well, the question got me first. How does he pronounce Crayola? I was like, that's such a good question.
And I pronounce it Crayola.
Crayola Crowns.
Crayola Crowns.
Oh, my God. That was beautiful. Oh.
So had you never heard someone call it crowns before?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've heard that since I was like in kindergarten when I first got introduced to crayons.
Okay.
It was like, oh, Miss blah, 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 I can't find my crowns. And I was like, what did you say?
Do you see how like much effort you put into saying crayons?
It's correct. So now before I go on, like I pronounce certain words incorrectly all the time.
Which I will say, there was one comment, and to clear it up, it's like they were saying that people who just purposely mispronounce words just because that's not how it is. I've said this my whole life this way.
Yeah. Like, ooh, you know what? I got to clear up something too. Remember back on the stuffing versus dressing thing? Yeah. And I said white people make stuffing and black people
and
make... I got ate
up in the comments.
I got ate up. A friend of mine, a beautiful friend of mine, she said that dressing is a Southern thing, and that like stuffing is like maybe a Northern thing. So I'm sorry for being a racist.
Whoa, man! I don't think you.
But I was incorrect. It's not a black thing. Apparently, it's a Southern thing that Southern people make dressing. Maybe. Some Southerners make dress. Whatever.
I think the main thing of your point in that is that
I was wrong.
Is that you're not going to eat stovetop. Make it homemade.
My boy Zach wants to play Fortnite right now.
Oh, hey, I was number 7 and number 6. I played by myself yesterday because no one got on when I said, "Hey, I'm hopping on." Just sat there like a lonely goose. But
did you do the squads or did you just do like single like battle royale like by yourself?
I did solo.
Really? How'd you do?
I did pretty good. I leveled up like 5 levels, which was
What'd you play? Like no like where did you place at?
Number 7. I was 4th one time.
Did you actually get kills or did you just hide?
Oh no, I got kills. I was so proud of myself. I was my own cheerleader. The first person that came up at me, gone.
Got him.
I'm
proud of you.
Slightly becoming a Fortnite fan.
All right, but before we get into actual like video games and such, couple questions of the day. Hey, okay, so this is kind of where like Julia, if you want to like do like what's it called, clips, YouTube clips and stuff, you got to like kind of like cut it like boom right here. And so the question is, and then like that could be like the real thing. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't we talk about this off camera?
That's a great point. So the question is, it's a 2-parter. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
So that's the first part because I wrote this question. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
No. Final answer.
Wrong.
It's a fruit.
Do you like Hawaiian pizza?
No.
Would you eat it?
Yeah. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I'll eat it, but I'm not gonna be like I'm never ordering pineapple pizza. I'm never ordering that.
No one orders pineapple pizza.
Well, the Hawaiian one. I'm never ordering that ever. I'll eat it.
Really? So like,
and I'm not going. That'll be the last one I go to.
So so here's my thing. I am not a Hawaiian pizza fan because I don't like Canadian bacon, but I love pineapple on my pizza. I'll put it on another pizza. Like I just think pineapple belongs on pizza. And like people need to quit saying it doesn't.
Like, you know, like pizza parties and stuff. Like if I open a box and like when I go through the line and like let's say like with God's favor, I'm the first person in line. And I get to open the box. If the first box I open up is pineapple, I'm going to, who the ordered pineapple?
After those last few episodes, you off the rails now.
I'm going for it. Yeah. So I don't know. No, pineapple, no.
I disagree. I think pineapple should belong on pizza, and people should quit saying that it doesn't. Like, I love pineapple on a burger too. That sounds weird. I don't just eat pineapple on burgers all the time, but like a special burger, like it cooked special. I had it in Florida first. It was a burger, pineapple with provolone melted over, and this like nice. Oh, it was heavenly.
Okay.
Anyways, second part to that question: do you dip your pizza in ranch?
I'll dip everything in ranch.
Thank you. We finally agree on something.
Well, it's because ranch is delicious.
You know how many people harp on me for dipping pizza in ranch?
Now, because I don't eat like that anymore. I don't think I've had ranch in 2 years.
That's depressing.
It is. I'm sad. Well, okay, maybe I'm lying because I do eat out every now and then, and I will have ranch. I will order like extra ranches when I eat out, and like when I'm going
this
crazy,
is my chance.
I'm like, let me get. Speaking about ranch, if you're a server and someone says, "Hey, can I get some ranch?" Bring 6. What are you doing? Like, bring like 8 or 9 of them.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Just bring a pitcher. Like, you know how y'all bring that pitcher of water? Fill that up with ranch.
Amen.
If someone asks you for ranch, just bring a gallon. Bring everything you got in the back out.
Yep.
Like, I'm so tired of that little bitty, like 2-ounce cup. And I'm like, okay. Because like, I got to feel fat and say, can I have another one, please? Like, you didn't bring enough.
Same thing with like Red Lobster and Olive Garden, breadsticks and the bread. Don't bring me just one.
Hey, you know what's funny? When I actually like do things like that, when I go to places and I'm like, I know I'm gonna get ranch or get extra breadsticks or whatever, I tell the server, I say, hey, I would like some extra bread or I would like some extra ranch. But before you walk away, whatever you're going to bring me, I need you to just double that. Just before you come back, just as a matter of fact, bring back more than enough.
Hey, you're stating your business. What's funny is
when they do, oh man, it's so funny because they'll bring back like 3 baskets of bread. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
This is what I meant. Yes, I am eating alone. This is what I meant.
I'll take the check, please.
Oh man, that's what I do now. I'm like, hey, whatever you thought you think was enough, I need you to just go ahead and double that in your mind. Just let me.
I just remember growing up as a kid when we would go to Red Lobster a lot. Not a lot, but for family dinners. And they'd start out with the one, it was gone within 2 seconds. And then we're sitting and waiting 10 minutes for another round of bread. Everybody just wants the Cheddar Bay biscuits. Am I wrong? Dipped in ranch.
Okay.
Actually, those are good.
I'm not doing that. No.
I don't.
But I dip everything can be, ranch can go on everything.
Yeah.
Burritos. It can go on Mexican food. It can go on spaghetti. I used to put there wasn't anything I wouldn't put ranch on.
Spaghetti and Mexican?
Not and Mexican, but like spaghetti, like pasta, red sauce, meat, what are those called? Noodles. Spaghetti, ranch. Mexican food, a burrito, ranch.
With the red sauce and everything on top of it?
If I'm feeling froggy enough. I don't know. I'm not opposed to it.
Listen,
maybe without the red sauce, but like a dry burrito. You know those little microwave joints you can get in a bag?
Yes.
Ranch.
Yes. With
I'm
some
gonna stop saying ranch.
Cheese melted on top. Ranch.
Don't you dare do a ranch count. I'm gonna
ranch.
Ranch.
Ranch. Ranch.
Ranch. Ranch. Ranch. Ranch. Ranch. Ranch. Ranch. Ranch.
Ranch.
Ranch. Ranch. Ranch. Ranch. Ranch.
Cheese. Ranch.
Don't you ranch? Stop it.
You know what would be funny?
What?
If we cut it where you said ranch and then it just a cowboy hat appeared on your head.
Ranch.
Yeah.
You're giving your producer ideas. Hey, go nuts. I actually want your producer. I'm your producer. I actually want Julia to like just have as much fun as she can with an episode. Like all the edits, all the transitions, all the just to, like.
I think she does.
Oh,
you don't.
Well, then I want her to go to like turn the dial up a little more.
You realize she has a full-time job and is working this part-time job.
I'm just saying.
I would love to see her
and
just go bananas. And you should see all what she puts in there because, I mean, it takes her.
Yeah, I know.
All the photos, all the swoosh, all the...
She's doing a really average job. No, she's doing a very good job.
All right. Sorry, guys. Our producer just walked out. I got to go.
She just walked out. She stormed out. Who can blame her? I treat her like trash. Okay, so actually, can we skip that question? Because I got a question for you.
I mean, we can ask both, but yeah.
No, we're not going to do that one.
I want that question today.
Fine. Then we'll get to it. The question.
It's really not that. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Flight.
Mine would be teleportation.
Mine's either flight or teleportation.
So that way I could just be at work, be here, be at the kitchen table.
Okay, but how soon after you get your superpower do you turn into a villain?
So this is okay. I would,
because me, if I discover I can teleport, I'm robbing a bank that day. What? I'm robbing a bank. Are you kidding me? I can teleport into the vault, take any kind of amount of money, teleport. I'm a villain. Like, I'm not gonna. Like, yeah, but I would try to be.
You would be the villain that deposits all that money in your bank account the same day.
No,
which would link you to the crime.
No, I would just start like doing whatever crime lords do and like have everything in like something else's names. And
so you just want to be like a mafia leader?
No, I'm just saying boss. if I could fly, I'm robbing a bank and flying out of there.
Have you ever had a dream like you were flying?
Absolutely, all the time.
And it felt real
all the time.
Yeah,
love those dreams.
Yeah,
but yeah, like so you wouldn't become a villain. You wouldn't like
no. If anything, crimes. I'd become a hero.
Yeah, I might save somebody, but like, do you realize how like if you want to teleport and save somebody, you gotta be right there as they're in danger in order to be able to save them?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to see them need help.
Police scanners, bro.
So you're gonna go buy a police scanner and just be in your living room like,
I'll work.
Ooh, 32nd and Quivira. And then you're there like, hey, officers, how can I help? Get back, civilian.
No, at that point, I'd be well recognized. I'd have a super suit and a super song, like Spider-Man does. But I'd just be able to. Uh-huh. And then, like, when the people try to fight me, I'd be like, but I'd be like, behind, front, choo, choo, choo. They would never catch me.
Yeah. Good for you. I'm robbing banks. I'm robbing banks and I'm stealing things that night.
This podcast should have been named Hero versus Villain.
Maybe. Because I wonder if you're going to think I'm a villain in a little bit. But,
you are a villain.
Yeah, kind of. So, okay.
But now I'm concerned.
Yeah. So, okay, my question is...
Is he going to quit the podcast, like, on camera?
Nah, not today.
Oh, wait, I wasn't supposed to tell the guests you were quitting.
Anyway, so, okay, my question is, and like, we may have to just push the... whatever our topic was to another day, because this might be a thing. Here's my scenario. I can't figure out how to word this. Nice people. People that are nice. Do you think some people, well, the answer is obviously yes, but I'm experiencing nice people that use their niceness as a form of manipulation. Meaning like they are nice and it's wonderful, but then they bring up their acts of niceness to like remind you what they did for you, or try to like use you to like guilt you into like doing something for them. And I don't know, there's a question in that, but are you afraid? Oh, here's the question for you. Are you afraid that people are nice to you so that they can use that niceness in return, like against you?
You asked a lot of questions in that moment.
I'll give you an example. I have a friend whom I think is a very, very, very nice person. Mm-hmm. This person is nice, I think, for no reason. But recently, I asked this person to do something nice for me, and they did it. But now, every chance they get, they remind me that they did this for me. And now I'm to the point where I wish you didn't even do that, because I'm tired of hearing about it. And so it's almost like I don't know. Like, and so now I saw this TikTok about it where people are talking about how beware of the nice person because they can use that as a form of manipulation. And I was like, oh, I wonder if potentially you or people are afraid of nice people because you don't do me any favors, because I don't want you bringing that up or lording that over me. Like, if I loan you money, like, or take care of a situation or help you with something. Yeah. In my mind, I'm just being nice. But it's hard sometimes to be nice to people because they don't accept it. And I'm wondering, is it because they don't want you to like lord that over them or like use that against them? Like, is there like, I
I think it depends on the person first off, because I think classifying, and there's a reason why I'm saying that, because I know that in my past, I have in conversations with friends when I've talked to them, but it was different circumstances, and I've said like I've done this, and this, and this, and it wasn't to manipulate anything, but it was I don't even know how to get into this. It is very loaded.
It's a loaded thing because like there are things that I do for people that are nice, but like, and I remember them because I just remember that I did it. I'm not keeping a ledger.
You're not going to use it against them. Yes.
Like I don't care. Like,
so I do think there are nice people. My answer, I do think there are people out there that will do something nice in expectation to get something back from you, and when they don't, they will use that as leverage to argue with you to say, well, I did this for you, now you just don't do anything for me. And that's what I don't like. And those are that is manipulation.
Yeah. And so, but like, so you said that they do it with the expectation, but what about the people that do it without the expectation, but then they do need you, and then like for whatever reason you can't help them, and they have helped you before, but for whatever reason you just can't, like, hey, I can't help you right now, or hey, no, for this, whatever the reason is. And then they go, I can't believe you're telling me no after I've done this. And it wasn't the intention for them to use what they've done against you, but now it's like, you know, I remember this.
Yes.
And
I feel like you're explaining it. A little bit of my no,
I'm not.
Because you don't know.
I've been thinking about this all week.
Yeah, I don't think you should ever feel like you should owe somebody. I do think there is...
Or somebody owes you.
Someone owes you. I do think there's loyalty in friendships. And I think people... If the first time someone can't show up for them when they're in need, you know, you don't... There could be other circumstances there. And you're instantly mad and saying, like, oh, well, I did this, and this, and now you can't... You know, that is completely wrong.
Yeah.
However, I think if people abuse your niceness and use you over and over, not use you, because I don't think people intentionally use you, but they overly do it, and you never get anything in return, and like, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to constantly throw in their face, I did this for you, you never do anything for me. I think a conversation needs to be had, and yeah, you can bring up those past things if... Not because it shouldn't be a checklist. You're right. But I've had it used against me my whole life. I think it's interesting because I was kind of in the opposite side of that, where I felt like I had done a lot.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But never got filled back up. And not that I needed to, but then things would be said, or hurtful things, like, and I continue doing just being me. It's not doing nice things, like I just being me, and then you take advantage of it and then say some pretty hurtful things to me. That's a slap in the face to me. Yeah.
So like a quick example, and what I'm about to say, do not feel bad for me, especially you and my friends that watch that I have extended this courtesy to. Do not pay me back. I do not care. Maybe. So, okay, my wife and I love hosting. We have people over our house all the time. And we had, for a solid like couple years, like been really almost like religious, like once a week had someone over our house. And we were sitting around one day, we had not hosted anybody in like a couple of days. And my wife was like, you know, no one's invited us over. And I was like, oh, they don't like me. It's not you, it's me. And she was like, no, but like seriously. I was like, oh, I know what you're talking about. Like, but I think that we had hosted a bunch of people over, and nobody like was like, hey, you had us over, let us extend the favor, like let us return. And we were like, dang, do people not like us? Like, what's the deal? And it was like we had done nice things. We did not do it so that you would invite us back over, but we had just done it.
We did it to build relationships.
Yeah, and we just like doing that. But we'd also sat back and we're like, wow, no one offered to like. Everybody says, hey, we should get together again. Let's do this again. But then it's like, no one really follows up on that. So that was kind of a situation where we were like, we had been nice and then we didn't get anything back out of it. Like we loved doing it. So it wasn't like we were expecting it, but it just happened to be something we had noticed So whatever.
It sucks to have those feelings. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry that you did.
Please don't.
I'm not sorry.
Nobody don't call. Hey, let's get. No. After today, when this airs, you're too late.
Well, listen, we've had you over for dinner now, so
yes.
So you can come back over, right?
The rest of you, we're busy.
But we keep getting off tangents. I keep losing my train of thought. Mm-hmm. I think if you're not aware of that you're a nice person or that you do nice things and you allow people to take advantage of it, that is going to hurt you ultimately because this world is very cruel. And if you're not self-aware and maybe you do need to do a check and balances and say, hey, like maybe we should slow down on this and focus into some other things because you can pour your cup out all day long. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, if no one truly ever pours back into your cup, you're going to run dry every single day.
Yeah. And what I came to realize about like the hosting thing, that my excuse for the people who don't call us, invite us over, hosting is probably not in there. That's not like in their, that's not a part of like their personality or like their DNA. And me, I'm just like, man, who else can we have over? Like, I'm still like, who can we have over? Like, I still want to do it. So I'm never going to stop because it hasn't been reciprocated. That's just who I am. And my excuse for people that don't return the favor is just, maybe they just don't have that kind of bone that's not in their body. Like, I love to call people. And I think that if I stopped calling and stopped checking in, my phone would never ring. Like I think I could go a whole day without like a text from anybody if I didn't initiate. I am not complaining. I am a very happy person. But I was thinking about that. Like, don't
Didn't
you text
I text
me
you first today?
You probably did. But what I'm saying is that like,
listen, that's exactly what you were just saying.
Relationships are sadly, I feel one-sided. Mm-hmm. We're not even near our topic. A lot of relationships are kind of like one-sided where it's just one person putting in like the check-in, the text first, the how's it going, what's new with you. And I think that is also being nice. And I just wonder if that person stopped, would their phone ever ring again? Because they're the one always pouring out and, filling everyone else's cup. And it's just something that I think about. Like I am not mad at anybody. I love all y'all.
No, I think it's a fair thing.
Don't text me now. It's too late. Don't start.
I think
now.
It's a fair thing to bring up because I feel that in my life because you do a lot of nice things for people. Mm-hmm. You've done a lot of nice things for me to the point where, and don't say anything. This is just who I am. I'm like, I need to do something for him now, and I feel like I've slacked on that end on some things. You really try to get people to invite you over for dinner, aren't you? I swear. He wants to come to the cookout, y'all, okay?
Ah, my friend.
Well, and actually, so there's a question you put a long time ago that fits perfect into this when we were talking about questions of the days.
Yeah.
It has to do with apologies. And so this might be actually a good time to bring up that question.
Video game's gonna happen another day, y'all. We getting into it. The question was, if you feel like you're owed an apology, does the apology mean anything when you finally get it?
It depends.
I'll repeat the question. If someone wrongs you or harms you, and you feel like you're owed an apology, does the apology mean anything when you finally get it? And I would say, especially if you have to ask for it.
No. So yes and no. If it's forced, no. Like okay. I'm gonna feel like you just said sorry just because we had this.
Okay, so two things. Like when, like with children, when a kid hits another kid and you tell the kid that did the hitting, say you're sorry, and he says sorry. Did that kid mean he's sorry?
No.
I mean maybe.
But I will tell my kid, say it like you mean it. Don't make me come over there.
So, like, if you feel like you're owed an apology, let's say that Julia hurts your feelings by ignoring you or whatever. She says something about your hair. She hurts your feelings.
She said something about my hair earlier.
She should have.
But it was good.
But then you let her know, hey, that hurt my feelings. And then she says sorry. Does that apology mean anything?
Yeah. Because I think for her, She would, one, you gotta look at the person's heart. I know her heart. Two, if it comes naturally, like if you're having a conversation and you're like, hey, what you did really hurt my feelings, and their first instinct is to say, hey, I'm sorry, this is where I was coming from, that's an apology. Because you are there trying to understand. But if you're sitting there and you're saying, hey, this just really hurt my feelings, I just wanted, like, and they start, well, why did that hurt your feelings? Kind of chomping back.
They get defensive.
Yeah, until they say, I'm sorry. Then it kind of, like, and I'm sorry will always feel nice, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like the sorries you want in this world, you're ever truly going to get.
Ooh, that's a mic drop moment. That's a push away the mic moment where
I'm serious.
Something deep you did though.
I'm serious.
Man, I be thinking. I hate the way that I talk sometimes. I be thinking about it, like things like that when I'm like when I talk to my spouse about something that she did that hurt my feelings, and by the time I'm ready to communicate, I have spiraled so far down
a rabbit hole.
I'm so upset that by the time she does apologize, I'm like, you don't even mean it.
Well, and I do think, and when you're married, this is a lot harder than it is what I'm about to say. You should take a second and wait until you've calmed down and have a rational mind to have a conversation with someone.
Oh yeah.
I know in marriages, it's very easy to like not snap at each other, but what's that word? Like when you like poke at someone, like
bicker,
like
nag,
kind of not nag.
Poke, pick, prod,
make jabs. People make jabs.
Okay.
You got your shovel out and you're just like digging away, digging a hole.
It's a phrase that we use.
What's the phrase?
Julia will tell me to put my shovel.
What do you say?
Tell them to put a shovel away because you're just like making jabs.
Okay.
Not in me. Like this is when we're just like funny banter.
No, I'm not on board, but sure. Yeah.
She's the one that said it.
Put your shovel away.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody jab with a shovel. Like maybe you jab with a sword.
Yeah. Listen.
Or you poke with a stick.
You didn't hear what she just said.
It was some form of inappropriateness that I will not even dignify with a response.
No, I think this is kind of good to go into a little bit. So what specifically made you, not, you don't have to pinpoint anybody, like just, is there anything that specifically brought that up for you, or just that's a common thing that you think about?
What, the niceness thing?
Yeah, and like,
no,
do you feel like you get taken advantage of your niceness a lot?
Oh, no. Because I'm the one that usually finds myself offering, how can I help? Mm-hmm. Like I like to say, how can I help? I'm always like offering. I guess maybe I put off a demeanor. Don't ask me for help. I'm not the one. But I like to say, hey, how can I help you? And usually people are like, no, nothing, blah, blah, blah. Like I will also ask, I'm stuttering. I will also ask, what can I do practically to help you? Like when someone's going through something, like, hey, how can I practically meet a need? So I don't think that I get taken advantage of. Let me find out I am. But
what are you gonna do?
We're fighting. I'll make your situation worse. Like don't.
You go from hero to supervillain.
I'm so petty.
Oh, P-E to the T-T-Y. You need to put that up in there.
One of these days,
Sharkeisha.
One of these days, we're gonna have an episode where you don't sing.
That's not gonna happen. So actually, when I interviewed at my current company,
I was like, what are you talking about?
No, this was almost 5 years ago. The how can I help thing got brought up because of a TV show. I brought it up because there's a show that came out shortly after. It was around the time that I was interviewing. It's called New Amsterdam. Have you ever seen it?
Heard the name.
Okay, so it's a medical show. It's a great show. First episode, this guy takes over as like chief hospital officer.
I have seen that clip where he fires a bunch of people.
But his big thing is, how can I help? Mm-hmm. Instead of just sitting behind a desk, how can I help? And I think that is something this world has gone away with. No one wants to help. I feel like people are very I don't know. I just feel like if everyone had that mentality, it'd be a little better.
So you think people are too minding their own business?
Oh yeah, with the technology and everything.
Oh, I disagree. I think people I think people need to mind their own business a whole lot more.
Well, you're talking about like between social media and stuff?
Just in general, mind your business.
So what do you mean?
Stay in your house. Don't go outside. Don't be looking at nothing. Keep your head down.
But I'm saying if you see someone struggling, if you see someone fall, in your mind, how can I help in that situation? I'm just hypothetical.
You are a better person than I am.
No.
Let me tell you a story about how more of a villain I am. Heroes and Villains. That's the title of this episode. Boy, I was dating a girl. We were walking on a paved road, pavement, whatever. I'm walking right next to her, and she trips and falls. We are side by side, and I see her fall. Like, she didn't like fall and have her body hit the floor and like, splat. But like, she stumbled and like her hands caught her back. Like, her hands caught her fall.
The air?
Like, her hands hit the ground.
Oh, okay, I got you.
She was like,
I thought you meant she just stumbled and was like,
no,
got it.
Like, she put her hands down, and all I thought was pitiful.
You kept walking. I knew you were gonna say you kept walking.
Dude, I'm not a good person. I'm really not. I need to be delivered. Y'all pray for me.
Do pray for him, but also know that his words and his actions don't always mean the same, because his actions are very
heroic.
Not very nice.
No, but that was a bad
so it's
moment.
actually, I just thought about this last week. I kind of had this process with myself. So, do you ever do something? Well, we kind of just talked about this, but have you ever done something for someone and you, in your mind, had just expected a different response, and then they responded something different? You walked away and you're like, Mine is a very weird example, but it's what happened to me. I'll explain. So
I would say yes.
So last week,
yes, but no.
So for my job, I work for hospice. So I go to a bunch of different facilities, and so I was at a facility, and when I was leaving across the street, there was like this, like it was like a Minute Mart type thing, and there was a homeless guy out there, and at first I was just, I was just going to keep going. But then I saw him digging through the trash, get a Gatorade that was like, just had a little bit left in it, and start drinking, and my heart broke. And so I was in the turn lane, like I couldn't go straight. So I had to turn around. Again, it's not a big deal. I had to turn around, and I came back, and I parked on the street to go give him the cash I had, just because I'm like, this man needs a drink. And I was like, hey, here's some money for you, whatever. He's like, you got a lighter? And I was like, no, I don't, but I was just like, God bless him. And I walked away. But I was thinking, I wish I had a lighter at the point to hand to him, but I was just like, but when I was driving away, I was like, you shouldn't have thought when you give someone something, don't expect something in return. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's not healthy for you.
Right, true.
Or for them, because then you're going to hold something against them. Not that I hold anything against this homeless person.
Funny thing about that story, and I don't know if you could tell on my face, but I was listening, tuned out, and then tuned back in, and I feel like I didn't miss a beat of that story, and I was like, I'm still on board.
You saying I talk too long?
No, I'm saying that I have ADD, and my mind wandered up the stairs and out to my car. And then it came back down the stairs.
It's funny because you had texted us because you were running late. You said I was going to be early. And you said, sorry, I got caught up. Oh, we already talked about this, didn't we?
Doesn't matter.
Anyways, and then you shared your location with me the other day. Mm-hmm. With our whole friend group. Mm-hmm. And so I knew you were at Target. And so I was like, what are you shopping for?
Don't be looking at my Target.
Anyway. I know the only reason I looked at your location today was because you were coming here so I could know when you got here. Because you're never on time.
Thank you. So you asked earlier, do I do things and do I ever get a reaction that I wasn't expecting? That
you had in your mind envisioned a different response.
Okay, so I've done things for people and there have been reactions that I did not. I won't say that I expected a certain reaction, but I thought I would get. It's like I thought it would go a certain way, but I did not expect it to go a certain way. Like I thought it would go one way. So I hate carrying cash. Hate cash. Mm-hmm. And every now and then, because of I do weddings and stuff, I get tips a lot. And I just hold on to that cash. Like I don't know what to do with it. Like obviously I can put it in my account, but I'm not going to the bank. I'm too busy. So I just have the cash in my pocket. And so sometimes people will say, hey, do you have any money? Like usually it happens like at church where for whatever reason, people find me and say, hey, do you happen to have any cash?
At church?
Yes, it happens kind of frequently.
What?
I don't know how I'm dressed.
Start going up to Caleb and getting money on church on Sunday.
It happens where, like, I think the pastor, like, points me out and says, hey, he has cash.
You know, every time, because at our church they say, if you see money in the bucket, feel free to grab it out. Every time that bucket comes by, I'm like, ain't nothing in there.
Anyway.
I ain't getting breakfast today. I'm just kidding.
So
I'm sorry, that was terrible.
In my pocket, so these cash tips I would get.
Yeah.
It adds up, and it's not like $5 or it's sometimes more than $100 in just raw cash. I'm an idiot. Raw cash in my pocket. And so one person came up to me and was like, hey, do you by chance happen to have any cash?
A raw dollar bill.
And I gave this person and I knew that it was like $200.
Yeah.
And I was just like, here. And I thought they were going to be like over the moon about it. And they didn't even like look at it. They just said thank you and walked away. And I was like, huh. They didn't look.
That's the response I had last.
I did not expect them to oh my gosh.
Yes.
I just I thought they were going to exclaim, but I didn't expect it, but I thought they would.
They did.
Yes. And I was like, So
yeah, no, that's exactly what I was talking about.
I did not expect I didn't expect praise. I thought I would get it, but I did not expect it.
Yeah.
And I think there's a difference. Like I'm not being nice so that I can be praised.
I think that's
never.
a better way of saying it than how I said it earlier. Because again, like that guy didn't have. You said exactly what I was trying to say earlier.
Yeah. Because I am nice because I'm bragging. I am nice because I like to be nice. I am not nice because I want praise. Like I don't host people so they can thank me and then say, we should get together again. Don't call me. We're busy now. I'm not coming over your house.
Hey, what are you doing next?
I'm busy. I love saying I'm busy when I don't even know the day it is. When people say, hey, what are you doing? I'm busy. You don't even know when it is.
Sorry, I got to pencil you in sometime. Call my assistant.
I'm going to the bank that day. I will be there all day. It's an all-day affair.
That's right. That's when you got your superpower. I'm waiting for the day.
Oh, man. Yeah, so that was just kind of the being nice thing. It bugged me that somebody was nice to me and that they kept bringing it up. And now I wish they had never done anything for me.
I think you're right. And I think no one should use that as leverage in a friendship. I think if you're having a conversation, and it's one or two times brought up because of a certain conversation, that's different. But if someone every time throws it in your face, that's not a true friend.
I like to do it as in like joking after all I've done for you. And it's like, you took me to Wendy's once.
Which is the worst fast food place.
Stop. Hey, producer, how are we out on time, by the way?
Yeah, you didn't set the timer out.
So we got time for that game?
All right.
While hey, don't stop recording. Leave all this in. I got to go to my car real quick. I'll be back.
Is this what Target was about?
I don't know what you're talking about. Keep recording, Julie.
Hold on, Caleb's gone. I can fart. Oh. Okay, good. Hopefully, I don't smell. Where's that cozy campfire Febreze? So, how do you feel? And how does that make you feel? We should really talk about that. Oh, hey, welcome back. Hey, so real quick, I gotta tell you something.
What's up?
You good?
I ran.
I'm not even going to tell you what happened. I'm going to wait until it's in the episode.
Let me catch my breath. Did you fart?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I waited until you were gone.
Oh, God.
You going to be good? I'm curious what that is.
Anyway, what I have for you, sir, is because I'm tired. I'm tired of the technical difficulties, and I'm tired of you not having one. So, what I bought for you...
Caleb, no. No.
Brand new.
No, you're taking that back to the store.
The man asked me if I wanted a receipt. I said, no, thank you. Can't take back. Here you go.
We have a giveaway on the show. It is no. I can't. No.
I'm leaving this here.
No.
Okay, we're just gonna set it down over here. I'm gonna just put it next to your TV. There you go. That's for you.
Did you know about this?
Your wife was against me being nice to you.
What did your wife say?
To be honest, I don't think she knows I did this. But she gonna find out today. I'm gonna tell her when I get home. I think she knew. Anyway, so yeah, let's get into your game. This is the funniest thing in the world. While he's getting himself together, I was talking to, I'm gonna tell the people, I was talking to the person at the register about this. I was like, I'm buying this for a friend who doesn't want me to do it because it's like an expensive gift. And it's gonna be interesting to see somebody be mad and happy at the same time. I was like, this is kind of a social experiment to see how he's gonna react. Because he's going to be like, this is too expensive. By the way, real quick, that is birthday and Christmas.
But the next 10 years.
And Valentine's Day all rolled in.
What about Father's Day?
Yeah, and Happy Father's Day. That's all that rolled in one.
First off,
just say thank you. That's
thank
all you.
Do.
I was annoyed that you couldn't hear us playing Fortnite. So this.
How do you know it was? How do you know like? I couldn't have fixed it on the PS4.
You probably could have, but I got annoyed. I was like, I'm getting him a PS5. As soon as you dropped on one of the games we were playing, I told Zach, I'm getting him a PS5 tomorrow. I can't do this anymore. We can't live like this. He was like, what? I was like, you heard me. I got to get him
Listen.
one. But yeah.
Quit buying me things.
You were going to, when you get that hooked up and like updated and all that jazz, when you see how much faster that is, it's going to blow your mind. Like how fast it loads. Oh man!
I'm gonna be making installment payments to you. Actually,
you can't pay me back.
Venmo.
You want to just Venmo back and forth this amount of money? You just want to keep sending it back and forth.
We're gonna talk about this off camera, but seriously,
we're not talking about it. There's nothing to talk about. I wanted you to have one. Again, this has one. I knew I was getting you this maybe before we even started the podcast. Like when I bought mine like months ago or whatever, I was like, oh, I got to get Levi one of these. He's got to get in on this.
Thank you.
I was scared that you got one because when you said I'm gonna just go buy a PS5, I was like, dang it.
I was looking at them the other day. My wife didn't know. Seriously, thank you. I don't know what to say other than that.
Yeah, that's all you got to say. Again, that was the reaction right there that I expected and wanted. So,
this is why Caleb's a cool dude. I'm
still a whole villain out here. I am mean.
I don't know what to say.
I'm very mean. So, but I do have moments where I am kind. I buy people's love with gifts.
No, he doesn't.
I hope I don't.
No, you don't. I mean, not for me.
I do buy people's shoes though. Everybody's like, the thing that people know me for is not like, oh, he'll get you shoes for Christmas. That's the thing that I'm known for. Is
that was, I think, the first gift you got me. Was the diamonds?
Might have been the first thing I ever bought you.
I don't know. I just remember that birthday.
But I'm not getting you another gift for a while though.
Please don't.
Unless I see something nice, then
no. Spend it on Gabe. Spend it on yourself. Spend it on your wife.
Gabe's good.
We are going to play.
Yeah, do the game, bro.
We're gonna play a game. 20 words or less.
All right, I've seen how this works. So I'm ready.
I have 8 words, and I have to give you clues. Yes. And I can only the goal is for you to guess all 8 words, and I can only give you 20 words to get there.
Yes.
So,
is it a category?
No.
Great.
Okay, so the first word,
help me, baby Jesus.
Kettle.
Popcorn. Halloween.
No. Okay, so
Witch.
Sweet.
Candy corn. Popcorn.
No, you are on the wrong track.
Corn.
Liquid.
Kettle. Sweet. Liquid.
Can I give any hints?
No, you can only give words. Your words are you've given out 3 words already.
This is a hard word to.
Kettle, sweet, and liquid.
Oh Lord.
Wait, let me think. I said it's one word, so it's not candy corn.
No, I mean
it's not popcorn. And you said liquid.
Oh, I can't say that because I can't give hints. I can't give hints.
Molasses. Syrup.
Nope.
Carnival.
Chamomile.
Tea. Tea kettle. Like kettle. Tea. Teapot.
Yes! Teapot!
Bro. Oh my God.
Oh, okay. How many words was that?
That was like 5.
4 words. Okay. The next one.
Jesus.
Hop.
Jump.
Yep.
Okay.
Ranch.
Salad. Cowboy.
Ranch.
Pizza?
Yes!
Oh gosh.
The next one is tool.
Drill.
That was 2.
Hammer. Screwdriver.
This is gonna throw you off. Santa.
I'm sorry, what? You say Santa? Tool and Santa. Wait. Belt.
That would have been really good, but no.
Tool and Santa. Tool, Santa.
Okay.
Reindeer, suit,
Just quit.
Belt?
Construction.
hat. Hard hat.
There could have been a
Boot.
corporate.
This is the same clue for this word. Tool, Santa. You say construction and then corporate. You're bad at this game.
I am.
Like blue collar, tie, building,
Oh, I should
chimney,
climb.
ladder.
Yes.
Before we continue, Santa has nothing to do with a ladder.
From the movie The Santa Claus. He climbed up a rose a ladder, but it was a ladder and he fell off the... That's where my mind went. Next word. Egypt.
Pyramid.
Okay. Lime.
Line.
Lime.
Lemon.
Okay. Small.
Big.
Funny.
Comedian.
Factory.
Funny factory. Joke shop.
L.A.
Fun fact. The Laugh Factory. Stand-up comedy.
Go back to where you were.
Fun Factory. Fun Factory. L.A. Hollywood.
Ha ha.
Comedy.
How many words is that?
Wait, no. Fun. You said funny or fun?
I said funny.
Factory. Fantasy Factory. L.A. And then you said comedy.
I see. I feel like you just combined. Okay.
You said funny.
Giggle.
Comedy club. Alcohol. Fun factory. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. A fun factory is a
Don't put
Funny.
funny. Separate. Factory. L.A.
like Los Angeles.
Yes. Giggle. Did I say hee hee?
You said ha ha.
Ha ha.
Kevin Hart.
You had one more clue.
Sorry, I just wanted to do that. Do you not see how I got to laugh though? I had one word left. I thought I was done for.
So what you shouldn't have
I shouldn't
said.
have yelled at you like that. I'm sorry.
No, I don't care. What you shouldn't have said was factory.
Bro, because I just in March sent you a picture of the Laugh Factory in LA.
Oh, you sent me a picture in March? What month are we in?
March. That's what came. And you're a big comedy fan. The Laugh Factory. You said it, but I couldn't count it because you didn't just say laugh. And I yelled a little bit too loud.
I hope your kid woke up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I think that we're going to end on you yelling at me, and that's going to be the end of our episode. After all I've done for you.
I'm going to bow out while I have a chance.
Hey,
Do you have a weekly segment?
Do I have one? Oh, I think I did. Don't edit that. Edit that thing out.
No, keep that in.
Dang.
All right. That's all, folks.
Okay, so the weekly segment is no longer like a thing. This is just something that made me laugh. I saw the ugliest car, in my opinion. What's the ugliest car in your opinion? Think about it while I tell the story. The ugliest car, in my opinion, is the Chrysler PT Cruiser. That is an awful looking car. I love how ugly it is because every time I see one, I'm like, who sees that car at the dealership and they're like, oh, this the one right here. Yo, y'all see this PT Cruiser? It's pale blue, like with wood grain. I think it's the ugliest car. But that and the old Ford Taurus, like it looked like a bubble. It was like a long, like bubble shaped car.
Yeah.
It was an ugly car. Like I just wonder who sees that car and they're like, oh.
Because my first car was a Ford Taurus, 1994 Ford Taurus.
Yeah, it was long. Anyway, so I saw a PT Cruiser convertible with with the top down,
and they were just riding.
Gosh.
What the person looked like though? Not that it matters.
It was a white woman. She had blonde hair, sunglasses,
living her best life.
She had a man kind of balding. He had sunglasses on. And they're just driving down the street. We both pull up at a stoplight, and they are just the happiest people they can be. They pulled into a weed store, but it made me laugh so hard because riding in this ugly car with the top down, I was just like, y'all go ahead. That was funny. It made me laugh.
I will say one car that makes no sense to me is the smart car.
Those tickle me when I see them. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but I'm like, literally, you are this close from being crushed.
The only reason why I hate those cars is when I go down like looking for a parking spot and I like, oh, boom, smart car. I'm like, oh, son of a gun.
I will say, there was someone, I saw a picture of it where they made it look like one of those little little tight cars. Now that's funny.
Yeah, that's just my thing. This week is just something that made me laugh.
What was your first car?
My first car was like a Jeep. It was like a gray Jeep, 2-door Jeep Cherokee Wrangler thing. I don't know.
Gotcha. Cool.
I bought it from my dad for like $800, and he made me pay him for it.
Yeah, that's how you learn responsibilities.
No, that's a lie. My first car was a Chevy Blazer, a black Chevy Blazer. I bought it from my brother for $1.
Which brother?
David. That car belonged to this dude named Tuffy. And then Tuffy, that's his real name. That's on his birth certificate.
Is it really?
Oh yeah. And his dad's name was Tuffy. Rest in peace, Big Tuffy.
Rest in peace.
His dad's name was Tuffy, and Tuffy I thought it was the coolest, like black Chevy Blazer. He had like a CD player, the ones where you could like take the little face off of it, like you can like hit the button. It had that in it and a nasty sound system. It sounded like it was like it didn't sound good.
All busted out speakers.
Oh man! And he sold me that car. It had 2 flat tires, and he sold it to me for $1. And I never got that car registered.
It worked. And it
got towed. And in order to get it out the tow lot, you had to pay the registration fee, the tow fee, and I did not have any of that money. And I didn't even tell my dad that it got towed. And it was still registered in my brother's name, and he got the bill and had to pay all that. And my dad was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And I was like,
"What'd your brother say? Like, did your brother tell your dad?"
No, I don't think he didn't care. Like, yeah, he told my dad because my dad found out. That it was kind of funny because that was my only way to work, and so when my car got towed, I just didn't go to work because I was like, I can't get to work now, and so I just didn't show up for work for like a week. But then I came in to get my check, and my boss fired me on the spot. And he's like, "Hey, you can't work here no more. You didn't show up for a week." And I was like, "Yeah, I figured that." He's like, I need your uniform."
Where
back.
were you working?
McDonald's. So
no, I was gonna say McLovin.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
I am McLovin.
What's your weekly segment?
Have you seen that movie?
Superbad? Yes.
My thing was, so it's kind of fixed now. I was going to talk about potty training and how hard it was.
Are you regressing?
Yes. Yeah. Potty training it was just like with my daughter, getting her to go number 2 for the longest time. Just wouldn't. But now she has officially become fully potty trained, besides through the night, which is glorious. But thinking about potty training for our son is coming up, which I feel like, because I'm a guy, I mean, like I feel like I should be prepared.
I have no idea what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I've tried to sit him on the toilet once, and I'm like, that's not going to work.
I've been peeing for 36 years. I have no idea how I'm going to teach my son how to do it.
Yeah. Like, I've thought about buying those urinals, but then I'm like, he's got to learn how to do it's. Yeah, I need tips on, because my son we got to potty train him. And yeah. Well, our doctor that delivered him did say to sit them on the toilet backwards.
Okay.
She said, because then it won't get everywhere and it's easier to wipe. Anyways, that's a real good way to end the episode. I feel like see, this is where I overthink. I too aggressively yelled at you.
Hey, right now, just go back to that clip and just put that one right in there.
I'm sorry, Caleb. This is why he's mean to me, folks.
If I cared enough about how you yelled at me, I would have walked out or hit you or something. But I don't care. We're friends. Nope. Hey, folks, thank you so much for watching. This has been, what was this episode? Is this 21 or just 22?
21.
This has been episode 21.
We didn't talk about, well, we hit 20 episodes last week.
We talked about it when we did that.
All right, bet.
We did.
Anyways.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following us along. Did I say that right? That's probably not right.
Thank you for watching, to us talk.
Listening to our haters. We not gonna stop. Can't stop. I'm not gonna quote Diddy.
Yeah, now's not the time to be quoting him.
I don't know how to end this.
Did you see Will Smith played with Maverick City Music at the BET Awards?
I did see that. It was trash. Sorry. That's how I feel about it.
He loves Will Smith. So
shout out to the Rhodes again for this awesome sign.
Yes. How do we make it go off so we know that we are out of here, folks?
Yeah, we got to figure out how to turn it off. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye.